So I had to do a pause because one, I wanted the stuff in the shower to soak and get really into the grooves of things. However, I needed to go downstairs. I needed to make dinner. I had to bathe Penny. So before I end up cleaning out the tub, I wanted to make sure I gave her a good bath. She's got some skin irritations right now. I think it's due to allergies. She's peeling, so she's got a lot of dandruff. She's got like mucus in her eyes, and so it's getting better, but it's taking time. So I do have her on allergy meds that I got over the counter. I also have skin and coat stuff. I got sprays, antibacterial, antifungal, like all kinds of stuff, hot spot stuff. So it looks like it's getting a lot better, because before it was, it was horrible. So bad that her skin, like, it looked like she was losing her hair. And so now I have to bathe her once a week and, you know, scrub her skin to kind of get all the dry flakes off, and then do one cleanse of a different shampoo, like an oatmeal shampoo, and then let that sit for a little bit, rinse that off, scrub her skin, you know, comb out whatever is left, and then use a medicated one that I've had forever, because she's got, before she used to have like a dark spot here, and then it got thicker, and then it went away. So now it's gone. So whatever it is that I'm doing, it cleared that up, but it's not cleared this up. It is, but it's taking its time. So I'm giving it time in hopes that it clears up on its own, because I do believe it's allergies. I've been looking it up, and everything that I've read so far has led to allergies, and she's sneezing and all kinds of stuff, but cleaning out her eyes. She hasn't gotten groomed by her groomer yet. I just don't want anything to irritate her skin anymore or bother her. So yeah, but I got to clean out this tub really good and get the shower done, and then I also had to touch up the paint. So I'm looking for a thinner, because this is these are just regular hooks. They're not like shower curtain rods where there's like the bar that sticks out or whatever. These are just regular hooks that I've super glued to the wall. And so the bar sits on there, but the shower curtain hooks rub against the wall, and it's been peeling the paint or tearing the paint up. So I had to touch that up. I did just order some new hooks. Hopefully they'll come in tomorrow, but hopefully they are small enough or thin enough where they don't stand straight out. They kind of just like tilt in so that they won't scrape the walls so bad. I don't think I'm going to find any other solution other than that. However, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But it's getting late. It's almost 7:40, and I need to get this bathroom cleaned. And once this bathroom is cleaned, then I'll be done for the night. And my house, except for Liam's room, because that needs to get cleaned out. I'm going to take y'all with me when I do that. He's not going to like me, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then the boys' bathroom needs to get cleaned up. And I'll be doing that during the week, meaning the boys' bathroom. I'll do that during the week. But I'm also, staying up on laundry. I've been washing a load every other day. Now that it's just Liam and I, it's not a lot of clothes. But because of me going to the gym, I still go through clothes. I go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. So I am back into dirtying more clothes. But staying on top of that. However, we need to get this bathroom cleaned, and I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. So as I said earlier, I hope that today's video brings you guys tons of motivation. We are scrubbing the heck out of this shower after letting it marinate. And I'm doing that in air quotes. After letting it marinate, I tell you, I learned this trick a while ago, and I've used it on and off when I remember. But using the Dawn Power Wash, it just takes it to a whole nother level. So if you guys have never used Dawn Power Wash in your shower or even in your bathtub, trust me, it does wonders. But I still have like all my other cleaning solutions in there. I have Ajax. I have the bathtub from CLE or CLR, whatever that's called, and Zep, all in there, because you guys know how I truly hate cleaning this shower, and it's so old that it stains, and it's so hard to get the stains and the mildew and whatever else that's growing in there out. So I have to do a huge scrub down with tons of product and tons of cleaners and things like that to get this tub or the shower really clean. I don't have to do that in the tub, but I do have to do it in this shower and also in the boys' shower downstairs. So like I said, if you guys are ever wondering how the Dish Dawn Power Wash would work in your shower in your bathroom, it will surprise you. It works really, really good. So we're going to scrub the heck out of this shower. Now, I did mention that I ordered some new shower hooks. You'll see that I'll put the shower curtain back up with my current hooks. The new hooks did come in and they work great. They are a little thinner and they move just like how I expected, how I'd like them to do. I don't think that it won't rub the paint off in some areas, but it won't do as bad as quickly as the other ones, because the other hooks have like a ball on the end, and that is what was leaning against the wall. Now, could I have used an actual shower curtain rod and hooks and brackets? Most certainly, but I'm Rosa and I'm difficult, and I couldn't find something that I liked and the way that I want this bathroom to look. These hooks work wonderful. They're great. They have a sticky pad on the back, so they'll work great on a regular wall. However, because of the weight of the shower curtain, I had to do kind of like a plan B, and that plan B consisted of some super glue, and they haven't budged, and they are on there really good. So if you're ever wondering, can you just maneuver whatever, you can always do whatever you want to help enhance your home. It is not renter friendly. I will tell you that it is not renter friendly once you put the super glue on, but all of my hooks in my bathroom, the 2 hooks that are by the shower and the hooks that are hanging my clothes on right here to the right of the screen, all of those are all secured with super glue. Just saying. So these hooks aren't going anywhere. So now that the shower is finally cleaned, we are going to focus a lot of time on this countertop, as you guys can see. And I'll also be working in my linen closet, just kind of going through it, organizing it. You'll see that I'll take some of the drawers out to organize a lot of the things, feminine products, toothbrush, everything that goes in there. I've already gone through my sheets before. I just needed to focus on all of my other items like my gels, hair products, and toothbrush, feminine products, all of those good things. So you guys will see that. I'll also, in a coming up, I guess, spot here in the video, there's going to be like a little black spacer thingy or blocking my phone. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I am watching something on YouTube, like First 48 or something like that. I think it was a trial that I was watching, and I just don't want any issues. So you'll see in one clip that I wasn't covering it because I think on here it's like 20 seconds. Anything more than 20 seconds, you'll get copyrighted. So your girl's not trying to get copyrighted or get marked on this channel. If it looks dark, it is dark. It is late. However, one of my light bulbs or switches or whatever is going out, so I do have that on my husband's to-do list because he'll be home in a couple of days to help me fix that. So there are some things that I will not tackle, such as Not necessarily changing out the bulb, because I can change out the bulb, but this light fixture itself, we've had issues with it before, and it's a brand new bulb. But so he's got to go up there and maneuver, become an electrician. If you guys are not familiar with what my husband does, he is let me try to put this the right way. PNC technician, supervisor, PNC technician, management, something or other, high voltage. So he does not deal with residential voltage power. Everything he does is to make sure that it's high voltage. So if you're ever on the highway, on the interstate, and you're wondering who goes all the way up there, those really high, extremely high lines, that is what he manages. So he doesn't go up there. He does not climb those lines. However, there are people that he knows and that he works with that do. It's a very dangerous job. And I am thankful every day that I hear from him. There are fatalities in this industry, unfortunately. And it's not because of, simple mistakes or anything. It's because of, it's unfortunate. And I feel for those families. Thank God, so far, knocking on wood, no one that he knows or within his company has had to deal with a fatality. So my husband does deal in or work in a very dangerous job, as anyone would. I mean, I think walking down the street is dangerous. But that is what he does. So he is always on the road, working, managing, supervising, communicating between him, the client, and his job, because he is a contractor in this industry, and he's been doing it for about 10 years now. So something that he absolutely loves and he enjoys. But when he is home, the little things he'll do, he'll swap out a light fixture, or hang up, what are those things called? Ceiling fan or a light fixture. He'll do all of that stuff. But when it comes to rewiring or anything of that nature, he will not do, because the voltage on that is different and it's a whole nother world compared to what he is used to. Now, I may be saying it wrong, but I only know what I need to know. And that is that my husband comes home every single night and he pays the bills. I say that with the utmost respect to those that have lost family members or friends in that industry. I am not at all making light of the situation. But I'm not 100% sure what my husband does. I mean, there's just so many things and so many moving parts in what he does. I always joke around with him about his job title. If you are familiar with the show Martin and Tommy, everyone knew that Tommy had a job, but no one knew what he did. So I always joke with my husband saying, okay, all right, Tommy, like I just don't know. He's told me 1,000 times what his position is, but I just can never remember, because there's just so many. It's insane. It's ridiculous of how his position, his title is easy, but so hard for me to remember. I don't know. However, like I said, I'm just thankful and blessed to have my husband that works as hard as he does to provide for his family and risks his life, when he goes on job sites or knows people that have risked theirs to provide a service for us people, the community, to not necessarily take advantage of. But, we don't really think of who's out there and doing what. And so he does have an essential job. So his job takes him, he works year round. It doesn't stop. I guess you can call it job security, because there's always going to be power. So his, he deals with a lot of making sure that, especially in the wintertime, the power grid stays, actively working for commercials. And so if you ever wanted those substations, the really, really big substations, that is what he works on and at, and travels to different sites at times. But a lot of his job is, I don't even know, I'm going to have him come on here to clarify this, because I am messing this up. So honey, if you are listening and watching this, take the hand off the face. Do not face palm your, don't do that. I'm trying here to figure out the right way to explain what you do. But with that being said, he absolutely loves his job. It does take him away from his family. That is a sacrifice that we all agreed upon. And we support him, and it's provided well for us, and we're able to do things and be in a good, comfortable place. And, I chose to go back to work to also help provide. Now I know that this channel, I'm hopeful and prayerful that it will get to a place where I don't have to go back to work, meaning need to be in an office, that I can truly just focus on this channel. And that is my end goal. I was home for quite some time, 7-8 years, but because when my mother got sick, I went back into the workforce to be more involved in her healthcare. So my mom is a veteran, and besides being a POA or having, certain documents that allow me to get certain information about her health, I really wanted to be involved with the doctors and have a good relationship, and have the ability to see things, or if I could. And so, I wanted to do that. So that's why I went back into the workforce and worked for the VA. And then the job that I'm at now, the opportunity came up, paid more money, gave me a little bit of flexibility. However, I chose to do this simply for one, my kids are just, they're grown. My 17-year-old, yes, he's the last one. And I do, sometimes I regret going back into work, because I want to be 100% available for my kids. And with me working, I'm unable to do that. But, he's 17, he's a junior, and he doesn't really need mom 24/7, not like how he used to, or like how my kids used to. So it's like, maybe it's time for me to go and build my career. But my career has always been raising my children. That has always been my main focus. But I've always wanted to find a way to contribute to my family. And YouTube was an outlet for that. It still is an outlet for that. So my goal, and hopefully, 5 more years or even 3 more years, that we are able to build this community to a place where financially I can stay home and do more, because my next hurdle, not necessarily hurdle in life, is the health care of my mother. My mom has dementia that is, getting worse over time. Her health is stable when it comes to her cancer diagnosis. But there are other underlying things that are still going on with her. She's not 100% mobile. She needs help. And so the long-term goal with her is to move in with me, and me be home to take care of her. And so that is where my heart is taking me. That's where I've been praying on a lot lately. God, if this is what you want me to do, it'll be in your will. But I love my mom, and I would hate for anything to happen to her without her being with me. And so I just, that's just kind of where I'm at in life. And so I'm hopeful that with the growth of this channel, I'm able to still feel that I can contribute to this family. Because right now I'm making pennies. Ain't nothing coming in, hardly anything. But, I want to be, what's the word? I just want to be able to provide a little bit, contribute to my family. Not to say that what I do at the home with keeping it clean and running around and taking the kids places, that's not meaningful. I just want to be able to provide a little bit more. So with that being said, in a very, very chatty video later, we are at the end. We're at the end of cleaning my bathroom, scrubbing it down, getting it smelling better, looking better. I hope that today's video provided you with tons of motivation and inspiration. And for those that continue to come back, thank you guys so much. If this is your very first time being here, I hope that you enjoyed it and consider sticking around. And sorry if it's a little chatty, but I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love and God bless.